Yes, this picture means to me a lot because my sister likes broccoli and I don't like broccoli. I just can't see the reason why she likes broccoli. Maybe because it's sweet, or maybe because my mother had salt in it. So we all eat broccoli and the spinach lentils is my favorite lentils in the world because it's got spinach in it and I like spinach. And I like donuts, but I don't eat a lot donuts in one day. And whenever my mother always makes popcorn, whenever, not always, like sometimes when we are out of soup packets or rice, we like to eat popcorn, and in popcorn adding some cheese, cheddar cheese powder. That's my favorite popcorn, and that's all I like in junk food.
All right, done. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So Nandan, quick feedback about Riddhi's talk based on the picture shown.
Ma'am, it was good, but the areas of improvement are that there was some pauses.
Okay. So Riddhi, here's what I felt. I think you spoke confidently, you're sharing a lot more, and you're very comfortable. So that's what I mean. You're very relaxed and expressing yourself. You know, one is going into strain and explaining yourself. The second is you authentically, genuinely express yourself in a very relaxed manner. And I can see you reaching that state, which is great. Okay. However, I think you can share a lot more. I think you could have interpreted the picture more in more detail. Okay. And there is a possibility of doing that. Okay, but overall, I really liked it. Great, fantastic. Nandan, we move on to you. Nandan, whatever the picture means to you, can you just explain it?
Ma'am, can you show the picture? I can't see it.
Here you go.
Yes, ma'am. So in the picture, in the left side, there is vegetables and fruits. I don't really like vegetables because I don't eat them, but I like fruits because I eat it every day. And junk food, I don't eat it every day because my health will be not good. I eat sometimes in special occasions. Thank you.
All right. So, Riddhi, quick feedback for Nandan.
Yes, ma'am. He was confident. He spoke confidently, and he had good content. The areas of improvement are only one for me because he could have shared more content than as usual.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Riddhi. So,
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Nandan, you spoke well. I can see your comfort level getting better when you're expressing yourself. In fact, with all of you, I can see you expressing yourself in a very relaxed manner now. So that calmness has come in while you're expressing yourself, okay, which is good. But now you spoke for 26 seconds. And there is a scope for speaking a lot more. You can speak for a minute easily, okay? Based on the picture that has been shown to you, and you have gone through activities which has given you the skill to speak a lot more. So which means that you have the potential, in short, to speak a lot more. You have it. You have to just push yourself to speak a lot more. So if you're, if you're interested in ending it now, push yourself to speak two more sentences. Like that, you need to share a lot more content. Okay. And also when you were saying slight grammatical errors, like on special occasions, I do eat junk food. Okay. Okay. All right, not in special occasions. All right, good, fantastic. Can we have a round of applause for Nandan, for Riddhi? And we move on to Swasti. Swasti.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes. So do you want to see the picture again or you're good?
No, it's visible. It was already visible.
Go ahead.
Good noon, everybody. I'm Swasti. What this picture means to me is that are vegetables better or is junk food better? Well, many of us would say that junk food is better. And it is better in taste. Vegetables may not be that good in taste, but they do give us essential nutrients which we require for our survival. They'll help us become healthy and strong. I personally don't like broccoli because it looks like a tree and it isn't that good in taste. Sometimes it becomes hard for me to even chew it. So mostly I take it out of my plate, but I do eat it at times. Junk food, as we know it, all of us love. And the same is the case with me. I especially love chicken burger made by McD, and I also love popcorn, but I don't like really sweet items such as chocolate, the really sweet kind of chocolate, and donuts because I find them a bit too sweet. But that's my opinion, and I respect yours too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Swasti. And can we have everyone's video on, please? Okay, Nandan, quick feedback.
The content was good. She spoke with confidence and no areas of improvement.
Okay. Darsh, your camera had turned off, so I actually wanted
No, no, ma'am, it was just a little bit bugged.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, she was confident. She modulated her voice. Areas of improvement, a little pause in between.
Okay, you can go slow. Yeah. All right. So Swasti, I love in fact, for each one of you, one common factor is that you all have become very comfortable and relaxed while expressing. So you're enjoying communicating, which is great. For that, you definitely should pat yourself, but sustain it. What happens is over a period of time, we get bored. That shouldn't happen. Okay. So coming to Swasti, your feedback, yes, that composure anyways is there. Your content was great. You shared and I think for the first time till now, she also brought about she described the picture in detail, and that's what I meant earlier. So this was a comparison between healthy food and junk food. Of course, the picture can be interpreted the way you want, so no one is wrong really, but that was pointed out for the first time, which was good. The flow was good. And the only area of improvement is that somehow I felt that you were a little distracted, not in terms of your flow of content, not in terms of communication. As a speaker, we've talked about verbal, vocal, visual communication. So verbal, vocal was fine, but visual, there's some degree of restlessness that your body language was showing. So in that sense, yes, I did feel that visual communication can be improved. Okay. Good. So can we move on to Darsh now?
Yes, ma'am. So there's a war going between the vegetables, the healthy food, and the junk food. So they both are fighting and saying people should eat me, and the healthy food is saying no, people should eat me. So they both are asking me for the side I'm going on. So for my opinion, I would go to both the sides for different reasons. I would go to the healthy food as they have food that I like fruits, then I like some vegetables like mushroom, broccoli, corn, paneer, etc. And I would go to the junk food because they give tasty food which I like donuts, top ramen, pizza, burgers, etc. whoever wins, I would be sad because there shouldn't be war because both are important for different reasons. Junk food is important for taste, healthy food is important for nutrition. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Different style of communication was adopted here. Let's move on to Swasti. Swasti, feedback.
Yes, he was confident. He had wonderful content. In fact, I loved the part where he added his own imagination. Like there's a war going between healthy food, junk food, and veggies. Just that he had told, and the both of them are fighting. Yeah, but he actually mentioned three items, so he should have told the three of them are fighting. And somewhere in the middle, I felt that the pause was a bit too much, but that happens, so it's fine.
Okay, all right, great. So, Darsh, I think, like I've told everyone, your comfort level, your relaxation while speaking is anyways there, but that is also now pushing you to become a little creative. And I can see that you adopted a new style, which is like showing a war between the two, which is also a way out. And, you're encouraging everyone to look at new ways of interpreting, right? Pictures and talking, which is great, fantastic. Somewhere when you were describing the war between the two, I loved it. Okay, I loved the beginning part, but somewhere in between, there was the clarity of your communication got affected. Now, exactly, I don't remember the words used somewhere. So, of course, you didn't have time to prepare in the time that you had. It was a wonderful delivery. And what else? Yeah, that's the only thing. So somewhere while you were comparing, I think the clarity could have been better. Otherwise, overall, I love it. Okay. All right. So can we all have a round of applause for each other? Okay. So before we move on to the second picture, so this is called picture talk. Okay. You get a picture, you see a picture, you interpret it the way you want to, and you express yourself. It could mean one thing to Riddhi, it could mean something altogether different to Swasti, right? So there is no right and wrong, but it's important to interpret, put on your thinking cap, and express it properly. Okay, that's what we're learning. Yes, Riddhi.
Ma'am, I also had the first time picture talk when I first time came into third grade. And I know picture talk very well.
Very nice. Okay, excellent. So we'll take it to a different level. So now if we have picture talk one after another, because I have three pictures, we're done with one. We'll go through the second one. It might just get monotonous. So let's take a break and let me give you a scrambled word, and you've got to unscramble it and come up with the original word. Okay, let's see who wins.
Ma'am?
Yeah. Hold on, let me type it.
Okay.
At 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, healthy, healthy. Okay, one more before we move on to the next picture talk.
What's that?
Ma'am, what does it start with?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Please.
Who else wants the first letter?
I know it.
Okay, okay, okay. Ambitious. Very nice. Do you want one more before we move?
Yes, one more, please, ma'am.
Okay, 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 okay.
Ma'am, did you post the word?
There you go. And then good one.
I know it. I
Yeah, but I'll look at the first response. So good one. Yes, Rudy.
Ma'am, I knew it, but I was so slow in typing.
Typing doesn't mind. So if you get the word and you're slow in typing, you can unmute and speak out. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can we do one last one?
No, let's do one more picture talk and then we'll come back to the same game.
Yay!
So which is your next picture?
Mom, it's the same one. Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So we begin with Darsh.
So, ma'am, there's a gamer who is YouTubing and there's a sport person. And so the gamer is basically doing some playing video games and uploading them on YouTube. And the soccer player is playing soccer. So both are getting money because he's playing a match. The soccer player is playing a match for the team and the gamer is playing video games and getting subscribers and earning money. So they both are getting a lot of money, but eventually I think gaming is better because I love gaming and I like gaming a little bit more than soccer. Of course, I play soccer, but I like gaming more. And my favorite game is Roblox, if you want to know. Thank you.
Everybody knows your favorite game is Roblox.
Okay, all right. So let's look at the feedback. Ruthie, quick feedback.
Yes, ma'am. He was confident and he had good content.
Improvement.
And areas of improvement are that he went too fast.
Okay, all right. So Darsh, what I think is you interpreted the picture well, but I think you have the possibility of interpreting it in more detail. Second, because it was something that you were so excited to speak about, you became a little casual to begin with. So relaxed, yes. Casual, no. Remember everyone, because I keep telling that to all my students, I see a lot of communication classes being held, a lot of debate competitions being held where kids go through a lot of strain, right? And I don't want that. Okay, so which is why I lay a lot of emphasis on being relaxed and expressing yourself 100%. But that doesn't mean that we become casual. So there is a thin line, okay? Understand the thin line. You take it sincerely 100%, but be relaxed. Awesome. So other than that, I think your interpretation was good and you described it really well, the soccer part and the fact that you could earn money by opting for any of the two. And of course, you talked about your interest as well, which, like Swasti said, in any which ways everyone knows. But great, good talk. Just take care of not sounding casual. Okay. All right. So we move on now to Swasti.
This picture depicts online world versus the offline world. I think that the two of them have equal importance because the online world helps us understand rules. Let's say that soccer player is new and they want to learn how to play soccer. They don't have any coach. They could easily go on YouTube, search soccer tips, football tips, right? Which would help them understand. And playing offline is a lot better than playing online, in my opinion, because when you're playing offline, it tires you out, it lets you sleep, it lets you eat well if you're not eating because you're really tired and you're starving to eat. They help you get fit, whereas playing online will actually give you specs. They'll make your eyes a bit weak. That's why playing offline is better. So, like you saw it, both of them have equal importance because playing offline can't be done without understanding the rules, which you can do online and offline. And playing offline is much better than playing online. However, people do make their careers by actually YouTubing or by gaming. On that note, I'd like to say thank you.
All right. Let's move on to Nandan. Nandan, feedback.
Ma'am, can you show the PPT because I forgot.
You forgot the PPT. How can you forget the PPT? I can.
Ma'am, I understand some. I remember.
Okay.
Yes. So hi, my name is Nandan. So
No,
there are
I
two.
want you to give a feedback about Swasti.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry. So there was no areas of improvement. The content was good. She spoke with confidence and she modulated her voice.
Okay, all right, good. So Swasti, I loved the quality of your content. And many times I've noticed that the quality of your content is very good. You think from different perspectives and you sometimes bring in a new insight which we've not thought about, which is good, which means you're trying to put on your creative cap and you're getting very comfortable expressing different perspectives, which is great. So we know that your quality of content is really good. Okay. Having said that, what I've noticed is in some videos, you tend to take very long pauses. Okay. Very not comparing you with others, but very comparing your videos with some of your videos where you don't take these long pauses. Okay. So I'm just comparing your performance with some of your performance itself. And there is a possibility to bridge the pauses because I know that when you are speaking, you have to think, and for thinking, you have to take pauses. I understand the flow, okay? But the pauses have to be reduced a little, not too much, just a tiny bit of effort is required to reduce the pauses, okay? And I also know that because you're looking at it from a different perspective, all the more you need to think about it. And especially in a game like this, we don't have any preparation time, right? So I understand. We just make that effort to reduce your pause time. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Let's move on to Nandan now. Okay, in the previous round, Nandan, you were the first speaker, or Riddhi was the first speaker?
Ma'am, Riddhi, I was
Okay, so Nandan, you go ahead.
okay, ma'am. So there are two pictures. The first one is a gamer that is sitting and playing games, and the second one is a football player that is having a match against his opponents, and he has currently the ball. In the first picture, the man is playing games, and I think he is a very big YouTuber because he has gaming chair, gaming laptop, mouse, joystick, gaming controller, and that costs a lot of money. So I think he got it from YouTube. And in the second picture, there is a man who is playing football. Footballer also gets a lot of money, and he's doing it for his team, I think, because every footballer does for its team. And the and nothing. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. Let's move on to Riddhi. Riddhi, give your feedback.
Yes, ma'am. He was confident, he had good content, and he modulated his voice. The areas of improvement are only one for me, that he had he could have shared more content. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, all right. Nandan, turn on your camera. Okay. Darsh, you were eager to share some of your feedback.
Yes, ma'am. For Nandan, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, Nandan was confident. He modulated his voice. Areas of improvement that he told in between, which was a filler, which should be reduced.
Okay, all right. Yes, Swasti.
Yes, ma'am, he was confident. He modulated his voice, but not that much. His content was great. And I think that this time he shared a lot more than the previous times. And in areas of improvement, in the end, it got a bit casual. He was thinking the pause was a bit long. And nothing, right? So that and nothing part was something which might have happened, which he might have wanted to say to his mind, but that could have been that part wasn't required, and there were a few pauses which could have been reduced.
Okay, good. Nandan, I want to see your face. Okay, all right. So, Nandan, good. I saw you expressing a lot more than you previously did. I really, really like the effort that you put in to share a lot more than you previously did. Okay, which is good. Okay, it's a very good sign. And you should keep doing this every time when you speak. Now, push yourself to speak a little more than you did previously. So this activity, I really was very happy to know that you shared a lot more than what you previously did. Now that doesn't mean that other mistakes will not happen. It will happen, doesn't matter. But you know what, the good part is that you worked on your key area of improvement, right? I had given each one of you your key areas of improvement, so you worked on that, and that makes me very happy. Okay, having said that, you've got enough feedback areas of improvement, but I would say focus, if you focus on 10 different areas of improvement, then it'll not work, right? So focus on one, just be aware of the others, and then you decide, what do I want to work on? Because others are not very prominent, but this is something that I want you to work on. Okay, share more, which you're already doing, which is great. Like Swasti said, towards the end, it became a little casual. I've noticed that in one of your videos also, video assignments, Nandan. So you know what happens? What I've noticed is many of us, we tend to say what is on our mind, like she rightly pointed out. So probably you're like, okay, enough now. I don't want to share a lot anymore, but you need not say it. Okay, say, and on that note, I would like to end it. Or thank you very much for listening to me. Something else, you can think of a statement. But don't share what is on your mind towards the end, because that makes your talk casual then. Okay. Yes, Nandan, got it? Good. So let's stick to the protocol. So if it's like one person only giving feedback, please, at this time I made an exception. But let's stick to that. Okay. So we had the second, and Riddhi, you're not done, right? I thought we're done with the second round. Riddhi, go ahead.
Yes, just a minute, ma'am. I was trying to unmute my mic. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, can you share the screen? The picture?
Okay, here you go.
Yes, ma'am. In the first picture, the man is sitting and recording videos on his laptop while drinking coffee. The other man is looking at the man who's in the first picture and saying and is look and is making a face while kicking the football. The football is in the air. He's running to catch the ball.
Okay.
And I think that the man in the first picture should go outside and spend some time and breathe the fresh air outside. The fresh air makes us feel refreshed. He should go and wash his face. That also makes him feel refreshed. The other man in the second picture is doing a good job playing football. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Riddhi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Feedback? And then quick feedback. Riddhi, turn on your camera.
Ma'am, sorry, I didn't hear my name. So the content was good. The areas of improvement are that there were a lot of pauses.
All right. So, Riddhi, what I observed is you were, and this is also one style of interpreting. There's nothing really wrong with it. You were actively looking at the picture. You were getting into the details of the picture, and you were directly mentioning what you were observing. So you were totally dependent on your sense perception, right? Whatever you were seeing, you were expressing. There's nothing really wrong with it. But now I want you to move to a level where you start interpreting the picture. So for example, what else can the picture mean, right? It could mean outdoor comparison between outdoor games and indoor games. Or it could be about earning livelihood through soccer and through through YouTubing, something like that. Or it could just be outdoor and indoor activities, right? So now you have to start interpreting the picture as well. There's nothing wrong. You got into the details. In fact, I liked your observation because you were actively observing. But having said that, I want you to now move it on to a level where you kind of start interpreting the pictures. All right. Good, everyone. Should we move on to games now? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please send the word?
Yes. Can you please wait for a minute? Here we go. What we will do is now in this round, you are going to make, using the letters of the word, you will make as many words as you can. Got it? Everyone, you're going to make as many words as you can using the letters of the word.
Okay, ma'am.
So I am going to type in the first word, which is creation, and your time starts. 60 seconds. Twenty more seconds left.
The creation of the world started with the Big Bang.
You have to make as many words as you can using the letters of the word creation. You don't have to make sentences. 10 more seconds.
I like to eat spinach.
What is that, Riddhi? I'm not able to understand. I think you've not got the activity. So hold on, let everyone respond, then you'll get it. Okay, enter one. Done.
'Ma'am,
Okay, see now I think this game needs explanation. So I don't want you to make a word using every letter of the word creation.
Yeah, I remember that. I got it.
Got it? Okay. Riddhi, I think you also did not get the game. So creation is creation. What all words can you make using the letters of the word creation? One or more. So for example, Nandan has written ton, T-O-N. Yeah, you have T, you have O, you have N in creation, you can write ton. Create is not, I'll not take that because you don't have another E. It, IT, both are there in creation, so you can. On, O-N, no, N-O, T-E-A, yes. Got it, Riddhi? Are you getting the game? Yeah. Darsh has also got the game. So let's check Nandan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Neon. No. So, Darsh, you can't write neon because you don't have two N's. Got it? So
yes.
we take neon. You can't add letters. If there are two letters, two T's in the word, then you can use it. Otherwise, you have to use one T.
Yes, ma'am. I just.
Okay. So Darsh is the winner in this team, but clearly not everyone had understood the game. So I'm giving another word now. Okay.
Ma'am, now can we play the unscramble one?
No, ma'am. Can we play this one?
Yeah. Can we play this one? I want everyone to get this game first.
Okay.
Here's your word.
Oh.
Not quick.
D.
Mute yourselves. And your time stops. Please enter. Everyone. Quickly. Come on, Swasti, Darsh, everyone. You're good. Nandan, 6. Darsh, 10. Nine. Swasti, 9.
Really? Actually, I think I got 8. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Okay.
Ma'am, she got 8.
Yeah, she's got 8. Okay,
K means okay.
Okay. All right. 8. Darsh,
Ma'am,
10.
I was actually thinking of writing another word, but I couldn't because of the time limit.
Doesn't matter. So Darsh has clearly specialized in this game. Okay, he's got 10. All right, good. So I'm going to give you a scramble, unscramble one, and then we'll move on to the third picture talk. We are left with one more. Okay, quickly. And here you go.
Ma'am, what's the first letter?
Yes, ma'am.
I will just,
Ma'am, it is very hard.
okay, please go with the second one that I just typed. The first one had an error.
Ma'am, can I, what is the first letter?
Oh, if I tell you the first letter, it becomes super simple, but okay. Vegetable. Oh my God.
Vegetable.
All right, good. All right, let's get back. And someone please remind me to take a group picture before we end the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's take a quick picture because then the Nandan is also in a hurry to move. Let's take a quick pic. Come on, everyone, pose.
Wait.
Okay, stop the filters and I'll just take your pose. Okay, done, relax.
Remove that.
Relax. I'll show you. Here you go. That's the first one. This is the second one. And I'm going to share it in the group as well. Okay.
Ma'am, could you please keep this as the profile picture of the group? Because
Yeah, can one of you please add the profile picture? I've tried so many times editing and all, it just doesn't happen. I mean, it doesn't fit into that profile picture. And I know our profile pic is like really old and it's very boring.
Ma'am, we are not the admins of the group, so we can't do it.
Okay, one of you take the admin.
Ma'am, I can do it.
I can.
Okay, I'll give both of you the admin rights today. Okay, let's move on quickly. One more picture talk is left. Here you go. Quickly, okay? And I want everyone to.
Ma'am, what is homeschooling truth? I don't understand the topic.
Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do a group talk. Okay, I'll explain it to you. Traditional school is the school that you all attend. Okay, of course, due to COVID, you're attending from home, but otherwise, you go to a place wherein they've hired teachers who teach you various subjects. That is traditional school. Homeschooling is many children in India and more abroad, they don't go to school, they choose to homeschool themselves. So either they have private tutors who come to their house, or their parents, they follow a certain curriculum for them and they teach them that. So, homeschooling is picking up as a concept in India as well. Okay, but it was more so. So it's like rather than going to science and English and maths, their parents feel that, okay, they need to learn maths. So maybe we'll teach them, or, we get a private tutor. Maybe they need to learn communication. Maybe they need to travel and learn a little. So that's that's not a traditional way of schooling, but they also get schooled, they also follow a curriculum. And many of them, they appear for their 10th exams and 12th exams, but they're completely homeschooled. At home, they choose to study what they want to. Clear? So even in our learning and fun hub, there, you have
Khushi.
yeah, Khushi is doing homeschooling, but she's recently got into it. Her elder sister is also getting homeschooled. So, not just them. I know of a couple of students now who have chosen to, opt for homeschooling. Okay, and both have their own pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. Yes.
Ma'am, who is the one other than Khushi?
So Khushi's elder sister as well.
Okay, but she isn't in the program.
But she is in in our this thing out of the enrollments. Yes, just Khushi. Yes, Riddhi, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. I thought homeschooling was the online classes.
No. So you all are not getting homeschooled. Okay. Yes, because of COVID, you are attending school from home, but this is not homeschooling. Okay. Get that? Yes. And let me tell you that after the lockdown, many children have opted for homeschooling because they just felt that, if this is possible, then why not homeschool? So we choose what we want to study and we follow a curriculum, and we don't really follow a particular school. We're not really enrolled in a school. Clear? Okay, fantastic. So both have their own advantages, disadvantages. We have just 3 minutes. So let's listen to two points from each one. What is now that you've understood what homeschooling is, what are your thoughts? And I'm also going to participate in it. So come on, your thoughts about homeschooling versus traditional school. Okay, let's begin with Nandan, because you need to log out, and don't disturb in between. And then whenever you want to log out. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. So homeschooling is where you don't have money to go to school, or there's a problem in which your parents are in accident and in the hospital. You get homeschooling, and there is an author named Anna Swell that is in our English reader, and she was homeschooled. And also Shakuntala Devi was homeschooled because her father didn't have the money to go to her school, and now her name is in the book of world records, the fastest math genius. And the other school that we go into, because our parents have the money to pay the fees. The real school is fun because you can chat with your friends, have food from the canteen, parties and occasions, have birthday parties, make new friends.
Okay, that should be fine, Nandan. Yeah, thank you. So just to clarify, this is not just about parents who cannot afford. It may not be because of financial reasons. It may be possible, but that is not the only reason. Sometimes they're very well off and they still choose to. And middle class people also. People like you and I also choose to homeschool. So there are different reasons. Okay, don't think that it's only for kids who cannot afford. Sometimes parents want special teachers, private tutors, who can really help them grow. So even that's possible. And sometimes parents feel it's no use going through all the subjects, all the chapters. You don't need that in life. So only the ones that you need to educate your children based on that. Okay, just to clarify, we move on quickly. Guys, 2 sentences. Okay, here don't share more content. 2 sentences, it's already 4. Quickly, 2 sentences. Swasti.
Yes, ma'am. Homeschooling is a way of schooling which is really famous in today's world. It is mostly because parents think that their children need private tuitions or they aren't getting enough attention in school. Thank you.
Okay, that was really short. You know what we'll do? I think it's already 4 and this is a very interesting topic. I want to take it forward. Okay, let's begin with this tomorrow. Okay, 2:50 login. We'll discuss the Christmas party. 3 o'clock we will take up this.
Ma'am, may I show something, please?
I don't have time now to take tomorrow.
It's just 1 second, please.
Tomorrow, Swasti. You can show it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want to show?
It's a thing I made.
Okay,
It's
tomorrow. Keep it ready.
It's with me right now. It's with me right now.
Okay, show quickly.
Yes. So in my public speaking assignment, I taught how to make this. It's a Christmas gift box.
Okay.
Over here, it's written Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And over here, it's written thank you. YOO.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Thank you. And show it tomorrow.
Ma'am, can I leave?
Yeah, please do. You don't have to ask me, Riddhi. You can always leave. Others have left.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, ma'am. See you tomorrow, ma'am.